Hello everyone, today we will discuss English Honours Paper Sec 2 Academic Writing 2024 question paper analysis. So we start. Attempt a critical appreciation of any of the following poems. Attempt a critical appreciation of any of the following poems. এখানে দুটো পোয়েম বলেছে, যে কোনো একটি পোয়েম তোমরা এখানে অ্যান্সার করবে এ অর বির মধ্যে। সো এতে বলেছে no longer mourn for me when I am dead, then you shall hear the surely sullen bell give warning to the world that I am fled from this vile world with vilest worms to dwell. Nay, if you read this line, remember not the hand that write it, for I love you so that I in your sweet thoughts would be forgot, if thinking on me then should make you woe. Oh, if I say you look upon this verse, when I perhaps compounded I am with play, do not so much as my poor name rehearse, but let your love even with my life decay, lest the wise world should look into your moon and mock you with me after I am gone. So এটা এর দাগে গেল। বিদ দাগে এই পোয়েমটা বলেছে হাউ হ্যাপি ইজ হি born and taught, the serveth not another's will, whose armor is his honest thought, and simple truth his utmost skill, whose passions not his masters are, whose soul is still prepared for death, not tied unto the world with care of public fame or private breath. Who envies none that chance, that race, or vice, who never understood how deepest wounds are given by praise, nor rules of state but rules of good, who hath his life from rumour's feet, whose conscience is his strong street, whose state can neither flatter's feet, nor ruin make a cures great, who God doth late and early pray, more of his grace than gifts to lend, and entertains the harmless day with a well-chosen book of friend. This man is freed from servile bands of hope to rise or fear to fall. Lord of himself, though not of lands, and have nothing yet hath all. Write a substance any of the following passages and add a critical note. So 2 নম্বরে দেখতে পাচ্ছ তোমরা সাবস্টেন্স অফ এনি ওয়ান অফ দ্য প্যাসেজ অ্যান্ড অ্যাড এ ক্রিটিক্যাল নোট। সাবস্টেন্স দিয়েছে, এখান থেকে একটি ক্রিটিক্যাল নোট লিখতে হবে, যে কোনো একটি। Write a substance of any of the following passages and add a critical note. The poet perhaps is the man who sees the greatness of life best because he lives most in its beauty and fineness, but my point is that the essayist is rarely a lesser kind of poet, working in simpler and humbler materials, more in the glow of life perhaps than in the glory of it, and not finding anything common or unclear. The essayist is the opposite of the romancer, because his one and continuous aim is to keep the homely materials in view, to face actual conditions, not to fly from them. We think merely of life if we believe that it has no sublime moments, but we think sentimentally of it if we believe that it has nothing but sublime moments. The essayist wants to hold the balance, and if he is apt to neglect the sublimities of life, It is because he is apt to think that they can take care of themselves, and then if there is the joy of adventure and the thrill of the start in the fresh air of the morning, the rapture of ardent companionship, the gladness of the arrival, yet there must be long spaces in between when the pilgrim jogs steadily along and seems to come no nearer to the spire on the horizon or the shining embanked cloudant of the west. He has nothing then but his own thoughts to help him unless he is alert to see what is happening in hedgerow and copse. And the work of the essayist is to make something rich and strange of those seemingly monotonous spaces, those lengths of level road. সো এটা এর দাগে গেল, বির দাগে দেখতে পাচ্ছ তোমরা এখানেই বলেছে, উই ক্যান নট কনসিভ টু মেন born with the same physical, mental and moral nature at the same moment under physical precisely the same conditions and using the same language. They would be identical and everything they uttered would be clouded with exactly the same words. The absurdity of these conceptions brings home to us an important aspect of style. Style is not merely a sign of those national qualities which are generic to established languages and which constitute the so-called genius of a race. It is also the sign of personal qualities specific to individuals which constitute the genius of a man. Whatever a man utters from his heart and head is the index of his character. The more remarkable a person is, the more strongly he is dissociated from the average of human beings, the more salient will be the characteristic notes of his expression. But even the commonest people have each of them a specific style. The marks of difference of style are quite obvious in the great literary artists as Dante and Shakespeare, but become less noticeable in the ordinary ranks of daily life. Yet these marks exist and are no less significant of individuality than the variations between leaf and leaf upon the lime trees of an avenue. And at last we can see write an essay on any one of the following topics 100 words. এটাতে তোমাদের 35 মার্কস থাকবে। এর দাগে বলছে দ্য ইম্পর্টেন্স অফ ইংলিশ অ্যাজ অ্যান ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ, ইংলিশ অ্যাজ অ্যান ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ এর উপরে একটি এসে লিখতে হবে, 35 মার্কস। দ্য universality of Shakespeare, use of children in advertisements, use of children in advertisements এর উপরে 35 মার্কস 100 ওয়ার্ডসে লিখতে হবে। সার্ভাইভাল of literature in the age of social networks, দ্য এজ অফ সোশ্যাল নেটওয়ার্কস লিটারেচারের উপরে কি সার্ভাইভ করছে এর উপরে একটি এসে লিখতে হবে। অ্যান্ড অ্যাট লাস্ট দ্য এম্পাওয়ারমেন্ট অফ ওম্যান ইন ইন্ডিয়া, এটা মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট ছিল, দ্য এম্পাওয়ারমেন্ট অফ ওম্যান ইন ইন্ডিয়া। অ্যান্ড যদি কেউ এই পিডিএফটা পেতে চাও সো এই নাম্বারে কন্ট্যাক্ট করবে প্লিজ। 6296887557। সো এই নাম্বারে তোমরা কন্ট্যাক্ট করে পিডিএফটা নিয়ে নিতে পারো। অ্যান্ড প্লিজ গাইজ সাবস্ক্রাইব অ্যান্ড শেয়ার।